Hi, my name is Mark. This is our GoFundMe video. The first one. Never done this before. Bear with me. I'm going to switch the camera around now, show you where we live, and try to explain what we're looking for, and explain what's going on. Give you a little bit more detail. Here's our house. Now, we live mid-terrace. Quite a busy little street. Not much parking, anything. No real problem here, but basically give you a little bit of background. Behind the house, which you'll see in a minute, is we've got our garage. And not just our garage, the neighbouring properties have garages. Well, pretty much all the neighbouring properties have garages. And we're basically facing a huge legal bill from the owner of a local farm who owns a little bit of yard behind our garage, who is trying to stop us accessing it. Now, as you can imagine, this is a little bit of an issue because we don't have a side access alley. We can't get through the house because we live in a 3-story house. So it basically means everything we have to do has to come through the back. So we have to come down the street and we have to go down this lane, which is fine because we can't go through the house. It's just not an option. We've got to go downstairs to access the ground floor, and with the spiral stairs, I'm not exactly able-bodied at the moment, so excuse the picture jumping up and down, it's because I've got a bit of a walking issue. But this gentleman decided to take us to court. We're about £4,000 in right now, and we thought this would be possibly enough to state our case, and hopefully we could just get a little bit of closure on it, so we knew what we were doing. So this is the yard in question. This isn't our land. This is owned by I'm going to say the claimant. That's all I can say legally. As you can see, there's a horse box down here belonging to somebody else. There's a stable which the claimant says he owns, apparently. And now we have dogs and horses. We have an elderly old horse. She's more or less a rescue horse, plus another horse which my other half Nikki has. You'll meet Nikki in the next video. Basically, this land here, just do a little pan around. There's the lane I just came down. There's other houses here. There's all back access here, but it's all overgrown because nobody uses it. The camper van there belongs to our neighbour. It's not ours. I'll take you up to our garage shortly and show you what's there. This is the yard belonging to the claimant, and his boundary stops at the beginning of this bridge. Now, his boundary is here. This is where his land stopped. So our horses, they are kept over here. This land does not belong to the claimant. This belongs to another farm. But our claimant has access rights. And there's our claimant's vehicle. He's there now. Not our claimant's vehicle, sorry. The landowner's vehicle for this part of land. And there's a river there. And our horses are kept in the stables over there. And there's a chicken and a dog. Yeah. Blue, go away. There's a friend of ours. Anyway, that's where we keep the stables. All right, Dan, you okay? That's where the horses are kept. All right, Di. Yeah, all good. And that's Blue. That's their dog. So our horses are kept over there. Now, he doesn't want, the claimant, doesn't want us to access these stables, which I just showed you. Okay, he's taking us to court for an injunction, saying we cannot cross his land, even though we have written permission from the landowners of the stable who have access as their on their behalf to access it any time we so wish. But apparently to the claimant that doesn't matter, so it's now become a legal issue. So going back to the yard, I'll take you up to our, we say the garage, it's more of a tack room, because Nicky keeps all the horses tack and the feed in the garage because it's more secure, because obviously the stables are away from any properties. The claimant's house is, I mean you can't see it from here, it's probably about a quarter of a mile up the road. He only passes over here twice a day maybe. To be honest, I can't remember the last time I've seen him. There's a yard here which is used by Western Power. They've been back and forth for the last 18 months with heavy goods vehicles. There's plenty of other traffic. There's plenty of other people that walk their dogs down here. There's plenty of other people walking here. Not right now, this is late in the evening. As I said, there's other people here, but for some reason we're not allowed to do it. The van there belongs to our neighbour, which the claimant has no problem with, apparently. He sent him a letter, but that is not in question. But us accessing our garage, which is here, and you see obviously this land, this little strip out the front is owned by us, but we have a surveyor coming in to resolve that issue. That was ordered by the court, which again is another expense which we have to find, and basically the expenses now have gone from £4,000 to £5,000 to £12,000 to £15,000. So neither of us want to do a GoFundMe page. It does sound like you're begging, but I suppose in a way we are. I just don't think it's fair. It's really not fair. This here is owned by a third party again, who has access all the time. That is absolutely fine. That doesn't matter. He doesn't care about that. He's just got a problem with us. And sorry, that just really grinds my gears. So anyway, excuse the mess in here. It's mainly tack, as you can see, for the horses, and feed. I know it's a bit of a mess at the moment, but you know, so be it. So that's basically it. I don't know what to say. The guy it just strikes me as so unfair, and I am angry about it. More than angry. It's no skin off his nose, not at all. He's put this gate up here to try and stop us in the past. You know, why? What is he doing? What is he trying to accomplish? Basically, he's got more money than we have, and it's a war of attrition. Yeah, we get it. You know, I mean, come on. Let's have a little bit of fairness. You know, I know this world isn't fair, but bloody hell. Why? You know, all we do is come down here once a day with the dogs for an hour, go over to feed the horses, and come back, and that's it. We don't do anything else. And apparently that's illegal. We can't do and he's trying to stop us. So, well, as I say, every little helps, and I hope this video's given a little bit of context. So anyway, we'll be back later on with a video, or maybe tomorrow. I'll introduce you to Nikki, see the horses and the dogs. I'm maybe going to a little bit more background. So until then, thank you.